Hey guys, so I am here at my center. This is how we do takes. I'm like, no, I don't like that. Ready? One.
Yep, go. I'll just cut this off of the front.
Hey guys, it is Joy, and y'all, today is my booster infusion of ketamine. Every 3 weeks, I have it set up right now. I come in to have my ketamine infused. And if you haven't been following my journey, I do have a couple of videos up already, and there's more to come of the 2 weeks of ketamine I had 3 weeks ago, or started actually more than that a little bit, but 2 weeks of ketamine and for my depression and my bipolar disorder, and it has completely changed my life. And this is my first time coming back to see Carl. He's sitting right here next to me. He's my provider, and he's got my IV already hooked up, and I was just telling him about how I've changed and feel like a different person and renewed sense of hope in my life. I feel like I've got my life back, and I'm now just doing things like I haven't done for now years, and taking Uber independently, and I'm working out at a gym with personal trainers, and it's just it feels so good, right? And
that's really nice.
So I was telling Carl a while ago about some of the videos I've already posted with the ketamine, and I've got some negative feedback about it. Obviously, people not understanding the drug, and they just hear, oh, ketamine, oh, that's a drug, oh, you shouldn't be doing that, that's addictive. And I thought, it would be really good for you to hear straight from Carl, what ketamine is about and how it works.
Yeah. So I think that's a super common misconception about ketamine, especially when they hear of it on the treatment side. Ketamine is an abused drug on the streets, and most of the quotes good drugs that we use in anesthesia are abused on the streets. Now, there's a big difference between what happens on the streets and what happens here clinically. On the street, when they take a medicine, they don't know what dose they're taking, and even then, addiction with ketamine is really not a well-documented thing. In fact, we use ketamine to help treat addiction now.
Right.
So yeah, it's not, it doesn't hit the dopamine centers like the really addictive drugs do, like heroin, all the opiates, things like that. So addiction is really not a major concern here, especially in the clinical setting where we're giving very specific doses over specific periods of time. There's never a time when dependence is even an issue, let alone addiction with ketamine in this setting. So.
And here in our setup, if you want to describe how my setup is here and how I'm, all hooked up and.
Yeah, and Joy is right. Here you're completely monitored, EKG, pulse oximeter to show the oxygenation in your blood, the activity in your heart, the electrical activity on EKG, and the blood pressure cuff. And coming from an anesthesia background, this is what I'm comfortable with. And I think with ketamine, everyone should be monitored, blood pressure, EEG, EKG, because ketamine can affect both the heart rate and the force of contractility.
Which we've noticed with me too, with it has caused my blood pressure to go up.
Yeah, it's a positive chronotrope and inotrope both. So we expect to see that, and that's why we always monitor that. And we keep people within a plus or minus 20% of their baseline vitals. So if your blood pressure went too high, I would give you blood pressure medicine through this IV and bring you right down to a nice narrow range.
Right, and you've done that before when I've even been out and I don't even know it.
Right, I don't wake you up or bother you during, I just take care of it. Yeah.
And you have a camera so you can watch me?
Yes, so we have cameras in all the rooms that both show the monitor and you both, so I can see your vital signs and you at the same time.
Oh, wow, okay.
Because sometimes, the picture of the vital signs doesn't tell the whole picture. I like to see how you are too.
Right,
so,
yeah.
And I walk around all the rooms, peek in, but when I'm out where I am at my desk, I can see all the rooms at once with all the monitors.
How many rooms do you have?
Three rooms. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I am in good hands, and there's just no fear. Even walking into this, going into this, I had no fear. The feelings and the high that I've had has just been more of just it's just been a peaceful, calm, just a comforting thing. And
You responded so well.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you.
I'm excited, and today we're going to be going back in to get the highest dose that I was on?
The last highest dose, yeah.
Which was 80 milligrams.
That's right, you remembered. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
80
Started
milligrams.
at 30,
Yep.
walked it up to 80.
And we'll also have the magnesium in there for you.
Okay,
So,
and why,
yeah.
you want to explain why you put in magnesium?
Yeah, so magnesium and ketamine potentiate each other. It helps the ketamine work better. It's also a muscle relaxant. It helps relax your body and your muscles. It'll help some with your blood pressure. It does a whole bunch of things. Most people that suffer from depression do have a deficit with magnesium. So
Oh, wow.
we're also correcting that because it has 100% bioavailability through the IV. So I could go on and on about magnesium. But
So I have a question for you.
Mhm.
Since it's been 3 weeks since my last infusion with the 80 milligrams, what could I possibly feel? Would it feel different being like I haven't had it in 3 weeks and we're starting at 80?
Yeah, so usually it's pretty much like you remember it from the last time.
So I won't
If you've gone a couple months, I would probably decrease that dose because it could hit you pretty hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I can handle it.
Yeah. Now, we were trying to treat some of your eye pain too.
Right.
And that's one of the reasons we went to that
To
level
80,
with you.
to help
That's a
with
little
pain.
higher than I would have gone with you normally, but we wanted to try and get some of that pain.
Oh,
And that's where
my
the magnesium
arthritis
comes in,
pain
too.
and my arthritis pain has improved as well.
Awesome. Good.
And people don't even know that the ketamine, I've had people that tell me, oh, drugs are only good for people who have like physical problems and not mental. That made me so frustrated. I'm like,
Absolute
no.
need for medicine for mental disorders are physical disorders. Your
Right.
brain is a physical organ that sometimes needs to be targetedly treated, just like any other part of your body. So medicines are absolutely critical at points for people's brains.
And it's not just think happy thoughts and surround yourself with your family and friends who love
That doesn't always work. Sometimes
doesn't.
we need some extra help there, and that's okay. And ideally, any medicines we use for the brain would be hopefully temporary, where it just helps us get to a healthy point, and then we might not need them then. And that's the idea. But absolutely necessary in many cases. Just like heart medicine. Your heart's another organ, just like your brain.
Right. So I am so grateful for ketamine because 5 weeks ago is when I started, right? And 5 weeks ago I was a different person than as far as what I'm capable of doing and the way I feel, and my life has been changed, and everything has, my thoughts, the way I process. Even I've had moments of crying, like where I want to cry or I feel sad, but I'm able, it doesn't, just like you said, it doesn't take your emotions away. It just helps you to be able to, to deal with them and recover, you can recover from them quicker.
You can cope with them easier. And that's one of the great things about ketamine. It doesn't numb you like some of the other medicines do, where you don't have any happy or higher days or any lower or sadder days. You just kind of stay right in the middle, kind of a numb state. Where ketamine allows you to have both still. You just cope with both better.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a little moment last night where I was kind of got tearful, and I didn't even know why. I just felt I had been up a long time and been really busy, and then I was just like, I don't know, I just felt like crying, but then it went away.
Yeah.
It just, I just it went away, and I was okay, and I can change my thoughts and move on and get distracted. When before, I would spiral out of control in those moments, and it would just get darker, and it was just like, oh my God. And then that's when the suicidal thoughts would come in, and they're gone. And I'm so grateful.
That's the rewarding part of my job. I love to hear
it's giving me it's giving me new joy and my life back. So thank you for helping me be a part of that. And
thank you for trusting us.
Thank you for being a part of that with me.
Love it. It's a privilege.
All right, let's turn this on.
All right, we'll get this going.
Lean me back and let's go.
All right.
Okay, so the ketamine is going. I've missed this feeling. Oh. Okay. Alright, bye guys.